Hello and welcome to The Entrepreneur. My name is Paul K. Mwaura. Now, our guest tonight is a serial entrepreneur. He is the founder of Masai Safaris, and he is a motivational speaker, a team builder, and a life coach, and he's also a consultant in many things. Today we spend time with a champion who believes what wakes you up every morning is either purpose or the alarm, and that champions are woken up by purpose. This jolly entrepreneur nurtured the spirit of entrepreneurship while still in class 3. Today he's crowned different titles by different quarters, ranging from a motivation speaker, a team builder, and an MD. He owns numerous businesses that have grown leaps and bounds from humble beginnings.
I started in primary school by making a cooking stick.
Wow.
That was my main product.
So is that the mwiko?
That's the mwiko. Ile ugari bana, yeah. By standard 3, I had started that. So my first client ni maadhe. Maadhe na mchongea vizuri so that I get I'm given a bigger portion of the ugari. Because we were many, so that's how I started looking for favors with my parents.
Okay.
They started like that. They refer me class 4. I continued the same up to class 8. Now I used to sell to them at 3 shilling.
Wow.
3 shilling from class 3 to class 8. That's the only work I was doing.
When he joined high school, he took his entrepreneurship interest a notch higher.
After now going to Form 2, I went back to my creativity. I started selling breads and biscuits.
In school?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I loved that. Usiku najificha nachomoka naenda nanunua mikate, I bring it back to school in the evening, dormitory. So when the other guys go for getting the tea to the DH, me naenda dormitory na prepare mikate. The other boys were still doing the same.
What?
There was high competition ya kuuza mikate.
Okay.
So to beat them, mimi nilikuwa napaka Bluebird. Inaitwa customer service.
At the end of his 4 years in high school, he failed his exams, but this did not deter his dreams.
When I was doing now that in secondary school, silikuanguka kabisa Form 4. I didn't manage to go to university.
Okay.
So I went to do accounts. KATC final, nikamaliza. My parent told me, no, we can't pay for your education anymore. Go look for something to do.
He took up several jobs to make a living, but was laid off during the post-election violence in 2008.
Now, come 2007, there was election. I was working in Beska Masai Mara. Then the employer told us, we'll call you once we resume the business because we were paralyzed in terms of operation. Foreign tourism was paralyzed. But as for me, all that time I have been feeling, I think this time to do what I love. Previously there in 2006, I had started doing my area where I love, which is talking to people. And I was doing it through a platform called GN Life. I had formed a CBO, called a community-based organization called GN Life. Its work was to just talk to young people, encourage them, go to churches, go to schools, just motivating them for free. And I loved that work. I loved that one than getting a paycheck for accounts.
It is at this point that he initiated the Africa Safaris, but started on the wrong foot.
January 2008.
Yes.
I borrowed an office somewhere. I prepared the website. I just engaged a guy. We prepared the website in the month of December when there was post-election violence in January. Come February, I borrowed an office where I was paying 5,000. A guy rented me his shared office. So I was in the neighboring office and I said, now this is where I'm going to do tourism when it resumes, but I'll purely major with domestic tourism. But little did I know I would go to corporate. I was thinking only the retail market. I waited for 6 months. Nobody gave me a single business within 6 months.
6 months later, he realized his mistake, changed his strategy, and the results paid off almost immediately.
I realized, why should I start waiting for retail market to come up and foreigners who are not coming back to the country? Why can't I look business in the local corporates, at least waende wakatembee pahali? And that's why the idea of taking corporate out came. Now, the first corporate to respond was KCB, the Kencon branch. I still remember the guy who was called Karanja. He said, a package to Nakuru can cost 4-5. Transport, accommodation, and meals, and game drive. We are going for it. I was happy. I hired a van. I booked them hotel in Nakuru. They went, enjoyed themselves. They did a game drive in Nakuru, and then came back to Nairobi. When they came back, I went to Karanja. Karanja, how was the service? Did you enjoy the hotel? Did you enjoy the driver? Was he good? Did you manage to see most of the animals? That time, like Nakuru had animals, eh?
Yes.
So they were so happy and the package was cheap. So I asked him, will you mind giving me a recommendation letter? I take it to our organization, at least you have appreciated our service. That letter turned to be my miracle. I took it to Barclays Market Branch. You know it, this one just behind Jivaji. And they saw it and they said, oh, you can organize such a package. Organize us one for Naivasha. And that's why we went. I organized one for Naivasha. So those are two corporates. They went to Naivasha, came back. When they went to Naivasha, I heard them saying, that was a nice team building. Eh? I had no clue what is this team building.
The company has developed a range of tailor-made products to satiate their clients' needs.
We realized as we were in business, most of our clients who are corporate clients kept asking us, mnakuanga na holiday, tuweza enda holiday other than here kampuni, is there a holiday we can manage? With that demand and so many inquiries, you see, can we package something suited for various categories? Eh? So we arrange them. We have schools getaway, we have singles getaway, and we specifically say it's for working class, not working. Eh? So for us to do all this, we introduced a card. It's called Masai Holiday Club. Eh?
Okay.
Masai Holiday Club is a club where you save. You join. Registration is only 100 shiri. Then you get this card. The moment you get this card, you are able to save now monthly. You save for your holidays. Eh?
The company has been on a steady growth path. They currently have 32 employees who have been trained to meet the needs of the clients. Kariuki Kamau asserts that domestic tourism has great potential and has not been fully tapped into.
I believe we have enough market here. If people can just change their mentality of thinking the holiday is just for the rich, holiday is just for the Western people, holiday is just for the foreigners or Mzungu, everybody can manage to go for holiday. We structure holidays to where a budget, you meet your budget. Like the packages that we have prepared for various organization and retail market.
Currently, Kariuki's business is worth over 15 million shillings and is still growing despite the current insecurity problems affecting the tourism industry.
The other challenge is also sometimes you face on the road, like vehicle maintenance.
Yes.
Masai Mara Road is bad, is pathetic. From Narok to go to Masai Mara. So say the driver there, by the time he's coming back and you check the margin that you are making on that business, you have to service that vehicle. You have to go service after some loads. So that's one of the other challenge which we are still trying to pursue through our bodies. Let the government fix that road so that the business can be better.
Kariuki Kamau has put up modalities to beat competition and remains relevant in this industry.
If it is like team building games, we have to keep reinventing ourselves. We can't train you with the games that we did last year or last session that you engaged us. Every time we have new, And then when we go with client, they are excited. They want to see what is this next thing, what are these next humor, what are these next funny things happening in corporates. We bring all of them together.
He wants to be counted among men who have stood out during difficult times, overcome existing challenges, and emerge as successful entrepreneurs.
The critical ingredient is getting off your butt and doing something. It's as simple as that. A lot of people have ideas, but there are few who decide to do something about them now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. The true entrepreneur is a doer, not a dreamer. Nolan Bushnell.
Now my question is, what woke you up this morning? Was it the alarm, the 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock? Or was it purpose? We take a short commercial break, and when we return, we'll have more stories for you. In the meantime, we'd like to hear your feedback. So write to us on our email, which is entrepreneur@standardmedia.co.ke, or get to our social media pages. Facebook is KTN The Entrepreneur. Twitter is KTN Entrepreneur, or you can use the SMS number that is on your screen right now. See you later.